We are here in the coach's office of the Charlotte Rush, wrapping up an incredible week of the New York Hockey Development Camp here at the Extreme Ice Center in suburban Charlotte, North Carolina. What a camp it has been. And we're delighted to have with us right now one of the newest members of the Charlotte Rush coaching staff. Just announced a couple of weeks ago, he'll be the head coach of the Charlotte Rush Elite and assistant of the Charlotte Rush Premier, Troy Schwab. And Troy, man, these last couple of weeks have been lightning fast for you. 2 weeks ago, you're named a coach of the Charlotte Rush for this coming season, and now you're jumping into the camp right away. So imagine it's been pretty hectic for you these last couple of weeks.
Yeah, I guess you could say that's been a couple busy weeks for sure. Obviously, with the announcement of joining the Rush program and kind of how everything came to be there. Talking with Ryan and building that process up until I got hired here, and then we basically jumped right into it. We jumped right into the camp this week, and it's been a busy week, but it's definitely been a good week.
Troy, did your phone blow up and your email and everything when we announced a couple weeks ago that you were on the team? I can imagine when everybody saw that news, all the outpouring of well wishes you got.
Yeah, I had a lot of people that I guess are in the area that saw the news and kind of reached out with their congratulations and just kind of started some conversations there, and people were happy about it. And then within the league, I have a few buddies, a couple former teammates that coach in this league, and as soon as it was announced, they reached out right away, and were happy to have me involved and happy to have me in the league. And so I'm looking forward to seeing those guys at some of these showcases down the road. And it's been a whirlwind 2 weeks, but it's been fun.
Troy Schwab coached at the ECHL level, which is the premier AA hockey league in North America, a couple years as an assistant with the Greenville Swamp Rabbits when they were associated with the New York Rangers organization. So, Troy, we know we're going to benefit from that experience there. But let's talk about the camp this week. You've had to jump right in, like I said, joining and now doing this. What have you been specializing in this week as you're teaching these kids on the ice?
Well, I think we've kind of been, every instructor's kind of been involved in every little different thing. And I think the beauty of that is, my thoughts on, whether it be stick handling or shootings are a little bit different than Ryan's, or a little bit different than Jocelyn's, or a little bit different than Trevor's, or, even the young guys that we have with Barzy and BMAC. And, these guys all have their little tricks, their little trades, and just more voices for these kids, I think definitely helps them. You got more eyes on them, more instruction. So it's been pretty good. But I think for the most part, all instructors have kind of been, helping with the skating, helping with the shooting, helping with position play. So we've kind of haven't really specialized, I guess you could say. We've kind of done a group overall of everybody kind of contribute everywhere we can.
A little bit of multitasking coaching, right?
Yeah, I think that's the way. And, in a situation like this, when you have such quality instructors here, you want to take up as much knowledge as you can from them, right? I mean, we brought in a couple of really good players. I mean, Vincent comes in, he's a Division III head coach now. And for us just to say, we just want you to work with the D-man, I think those forwards would lose a lot of valuable knowledge that if he was just sticking with D-man or he was just working with stick handling, they wouldn't gain his knowledge in other areas of their game. So I think that's a benefit of having quality coaches that can help out in all different areas.
We're talking to Troy Schwab, one of the newest members of the Charlotte Rush coaching staff. He's helping out here this week at the New York Hockey Development Camp. Troy is a young man, certainly compared to me. You know how the game has been changing. Video and the technology is such a huge part. That's been a big emphasis of this camp, hasn't it?
Yeah, I think maybe we've done a couple things that maybe separate ourselves away from other camps. Obviously, our on-ice instruction and the way we keep kids moving and moving from drill to drill and have a lot going on, I think separates us a little bit. But I think our video sessions has been, second to none. The guys who are putting together our video, one guy worked for the Chicago Wolves, the other guy worked Robert Morris University. So our video sessions are top notch. We're incorporating stuff that we did maybe on Wednesday in video session that we're showing it on Thursday. And then just the quality of instructions and the teaching that's going on in those video sessions. I think that's something that these kids, if they don't realize it now, they're going to realize it down the road, how important of a part of this camp that was for them and how much they can truly take away from it.
How much fun has it been working with JS Auban, who's played as a goaltender in the National Hockey League at the highest level?
Yeah, you know what, JS, he's out on the ice and he's working with the goalies, and I don't deal with goalies. I don't pretend to know a whole lot about goalies, but just getting to know JS and he telling a few stories about playing with the Penguins and playing with the Leafs and that kind of stuff, and just seeing how great of a guy he is. You know, I mean, this is a guy who plays in the NHL. I could come in here and, you know, none of us have played in the NHL, and you'd never know that he's the one that's played in the NHL, right? He's just such a great guy, quality instructor, and he wants to help kids get better, right? And he wants to help staff get better. So, you know, that's the one thing that I truly enjoyed about this camp is the quality instructors, but the quality of people that we had, and the people that put together this camp to ultimately have these kids get better, and hopefully they are successful down the road.
One last comment from Troy Schwab, newest member of the Charlotte Rush coaching staff, who was on the ice as an instructor this week here at the New York Hockey Development Camp. Ryan Crothers, Trevor Jewell, Troy Schwab, networking and contacts is everything, isn't it? And you brought a lot of people in. Ryan's got a lot of contacts. He continues to do that. You've got them. Trevor's got them. And so this camp, from that standpoint, can do nothing but benefit the Charlotte Rush organization moving forward. No,
you're right there. I mean, obviously, you know, this camp is built on a lot of local kids right now, especially at the younger age. And those are kids, you know, no matter what organization they're currently playing at, you know, whether it be here with, you know, the Royals or, you know, the Junior Checkers or the Pineville Falcons or the Carolina Rage, because we got kids from all different organizations. What we're trying to do with our campus, we're just trying to help these kids develop and get better, so they can play at a higher level down the road eventually. And at the end of the day, if it turns around and, you know, we got a 2010 that's here that we're instructing him, is helping him out, and in 6 years or 7 years when he's 17 years old, if he ends up putting on our jersey as a member of the Charlotte Rush, well, then that's even better for us. But at this point, our ultimate goal this week in this camp is to just help people get better, help them learn the game, help them develop their skills, to put them in a position for when they go back to their teams, I guess in the fall, whenever that may be, that they're in a better position to hopefully succeed this season.
And sometimes word of mouth is the best advertising in it.
Well, that doesn't hurt us either, right? I mean, if these kids are having a good time and they're enjoying themselves, and parents are enjoying and liking what they see, I mean, that word of mouth is going to get around, and, you know, hopefully it helps our camp down the road.
Troy, thank you so much for those insights about what's been going on here at the camp. It's been a wonderful week. I know the kids are going to share a lot of those experiences moving forward, and hopefully this camp will be an annual camp here in Charlotte at the Extreme Ice Center, staged by the Charlotte Rush and the Rush coaching staff. Well, Troy, we're excited. Thank you for sharing your expertise with these kids this week. And again, we look forward to that USPHL season going, and looking forward to seeing you as the top guy behind that Rush bench for the elite team this coming season.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. It's coming up here quick. I'm excited. I'm a little bit nervous jumping back in, you know, not knowing a lot of these kids quite yet, but that process has started, starting to reach out and create some relationships, and we're going to be ready to go. I'm looking forward to it.
If Ryan Crothers hires you, he knows he's getting somebody good, trust me. So thank you, Troy. Troy Schwab, newest member of the Rush coaching staff. He'll be coaching the elite team, the head coach of the elite. He'll be assisting Trevor Jewell with the coaching as an assistant with the Premier, and I'm sure doing a lot of other things too for this Rush organization. We're glad to have Troy in the Rush family. Well, I'm Tim Donnelly here at the Extreme Ice Center. We're recapping what's been a tremendous New York Hockey Development Camp. And thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.